Okay, guys, so let's discuss our one of the last topic in our final coverage in EE1. So, in this chapter, we will discuss what is capacitor and also what is inductor. So, first, we will start to discuss what is a capacitor. So, as you can see, a capacitor is a passive element designed to store energy in its electric field. Capacitor consists of two conducting plates separated by insulator or dielectric. As you can see in this figure, we have this figure now. We have the two plates, and also as you can see, my letter D dyan, which is distance between the two plates, and also that two plates having a certain area, and that epsilon, which is yung dielectric permittivity. Now, so we have this formula that we have C is equal to epsilon A over D. So, makuha natin dyan is yung capacitance ng certain capacitor. And the unit for capacitance of a capacitor is farad. Now also, we have also a formula which is charge is equal to CV. So we have the charge which is in column, we have C in farad, and also voltage in volts. So let's discuss what is the relationship between the current voltage of a capacitor. So for your information that we have current is simply equal to the change of charge with respect to time. So how can we have, by using this, to have the relationship between the voltage at saka current? So as we have discussed that charge is equal to CV. And also, since ang I natin is the change of charge with respect to D, ang unit ng the value for C natin is simply constant. So, therefore, ang nag-change lang dyan is yung voltage natin. So, therefore, ang mangyari dito is ang current natin, if we change D charge over DT in terms of capacitance and voltage, we simply have I is equal to C dV over dt. And that's the relationship between the current and the voltage. So, how about yung what if this one? How can we say this one? So, this one is, ang ginawa lang dito is, this one is derived from here. Ang ginawa dito is, we do the separable. Now, we multiply dt to I, and also divided by C to have dv. Kasi as you can see, this is derivative, right? So, ang ginawa dito is nag-antiderivative tayo dito. So, and a simple separable differential equation applied. So, we have 1 over C, integrate pa from T initial to T I dt, and plus V TO, meaning ang V na to that is the initial value of the voltage of the capacitor. So we can use this one if equation ng voltage mo is given and also you have the capacitor, then makukuha mo yung value ng current mo. And for this voltage, we have, if given yung equation ng current, we have a value of a capacitor. And also, if given yung initial voltage natin, or sometimes given na 0 yung initial voltage ng capacitor. Now, we simply do the simple mathematical differential equation. Now, how to have the instantaneous power delivered to that a certain capacitor? So, as we know that the power is, what's this? We know that the power is the multiplication or the product of the voltage multiplied by the current. And also, since alam natin that the current is simply C dV over dt, rearranging it, we will have a value or a certain equation of CV dV over dt. And now, how about the energy stored in a capacitor? So, the relationship between the energy with respect to power, we have energy is equal to power times time. But in this time around, we have this relationship. We have energy is equal to the integral of P times dt from negative infinity up to T. Now, so we have ang P natin, which is ito, we have C dV over dt, CV dV over dt. So, ang power dito is pinalitan ng equation natin. So, this one. So, rearranging, nilabas natin yung C kasi nga ang value ng C is constant and we have V dV over dt. So, nag-integrate tayo. The integration of V dV is that we have V squared over 2 from initial T to which is the infinity to certainty. And also for your information that the value of the voltage of the capacitor at infinity is 0. Bakit? At that time, ang capacitor natin is uncharged. So, simply we have voltage natin at that time is simply at that T is V. So we now have energy is equal to 1/2 CV squared. And now, for information class, you already know that the unit for power is in watts. Or we have joule per second. So now, by doing that, ang unit for joule natin, ang unit natin for this energy natin is what? So we have power per second. Watt per second. Yun. So we have watt per second or in joule siya. Now, so also, importante din na i-note natin that a capacitor is open circuit to DC. Open circuit siya and ang voltage natin on a capacitor cannot change abruptly. So, the moment na i-charge mo yung certain capacitor at nung tanggalin mo siya is that hindi basta-basta mawawala yung voltage ng capacitor. And take note also we know that the difference between the direct current and also alternating current, which is yung AC. Ang DC current natin is yan yung power supply galing sa mga battery and other cells. And for the alternating current is yung sa outlet natin or coming from the transformer on current that coming from your outlets. So, yun nga. So, kasi nga, ang nangyari dito, class, is nag-iiba yung properties ng capacitor pag DC at saka compared doon sa property ng capacitor doon sa direct current. So, let's continue.